Wednesday, August 21st, 2013. 1 ounce of silver is $24. 1 Bitcoin is $105. Peace News Now is brought to you in part by friends of WeUseCoins.com. Happy birthday, Ron Paul! Yesterday was Ron Paul's 78th birthday. The former Texas congressman has had a long career as America's most ideologically consistent politician. Love him or hate him, he always speaks his mind and refuses to pander to the crowd. The author of several best-selling books, he can now be seen on his newly created alternative news network at ronpaulchannel.com. Those of us who love freedom owe a tremendous debt to Ron Paul for the effectiveness of his platform at spreading the message of individual liberty. May his best days be yet ahead of him. This story brought to you by WeUseCoins.com. Learn about Bitcoins at WeUseCoins.com. The Peaceful Streets Project held their second annual Police Accountability Summit on Saturday. Around 500 people attended the event, and around 40 participated in that evening's Cop Watch. Organizers are calling the event a big success. Bobby Seale, founding chairman and national organizer of the Black Panther Party, keynoted the event, speaking to a packed crowd. He told of his background, the history of the Black Panther Party, and shared some organizing tips with the crowd. Police accountability activists, old and new, were equally excited to see Mr. Seale speak. During the event, Peaceful Streets Project co-founder Antonio Buehler handed out several awards to activists and police for their activities the past year. Richard Boland of Peaceful Streets Project Austin was awarded Activist of the Year. Peaceful Streets Project Chapter of the Year went to Sandusky, Ohio. Corrupt Cop of the Year went to Austin's own Art Acevedo. Organizers are already gearing up for next year's summit, which hopes to be even bigger and better than this year's. To learn more or get involved, visit peacefulstreets.com. Blockchain.info provides a free and secure Bitcoin wallet that syncs with your smartphone. Try it today at blockchain.info. The partner of The Guardian journalist who has written a series of stories revealing mass surveillance programs by the United States National Security Agency was held for almost 9 hours on Sunday by UK authorities as he passed through London's Heathrow Airport on his way home to Rio de Janeiro. David Miranda, who lives with Glen Greenwald, was returning from a trip to Berlin when he was stopped by officers at 8:05 a.m. and informed that he was to be questioned under Schedule 7 of the Terrorism Act 2000. The controversial law, which applies only at airports, ports, and border areas, allows officers to stop, search, question, and detain individuals. The 28-year-old was held for 9 hours, the maximum the law allows before officers must release or formally arrest the individual. According to official figures, most examinations under Schedule 7, over 97% of them, last less than an hour, and only 1 in 2,000 people detained are kept for more than 6 hours. David was held for 9. He was released, but officials confiscated electronics equipment, including his mobile phone, laptop, camera, memory sticks, DVDs, and game consoles. David's detention was unlawful and inexcusable. He was detained under a law that violates any principle of fairness, and his detention shows how the law can be abused for petty, vindictive reasons. Greenwald said, quote, "This is a profound attack on press freedoms and the news-gathering process. To detain my partner for a full 9 hours while denying him a lawyer and then seize large amounts of his possessions is clearly intended to send a message of intimidation to those of us who have been reporting on the NSA and GCHQ. The actions of the UK pose a serious threat to journalists everywhere. But the last thing it will do is intimidate or deter us in any way from doing our job as journalists. Quite the contrary, it will only embolden us more to continue to report aggressively." Peace News Now is on the Next News Network and is brought to you in part by friends of WeUseCoins.com. I want you to share this episode, and if you enjoyed it, send some Bitcoin to peacenewsnow.com/donate. I'm Derek J., reminding you that peace is the way.